Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Arham. I'm from Mumbai, India, and I'm studying the Masters in Health Management and Leadership at City University of London. I chose to study a Masters in Health Management at City University because one is that it provided me exactly the modules that I was looking for. It almost felt like a tailor-made course, offering exactly the kind of topics that I wanted to learn. Secondly, that city is in the heart of London, so it's very easy to commute to, lots of places to go around to. So yeah, that really influenced my choice. Well, I graduated as a medical doctor back in India, and I worked in a hospital and at a university for 2 years. And through the pandemic, I kind of realized that healthcare requires change at a macro level, and the only way to influence that change or to cause that impact would be to get into the management side of things and really shuffle things around there. So that is what got me thinking, and that is what led me to take on the healthcare masters in management course. Yes, I was working at a hospital, and I was also attached to a university where I taught to medical students. And so coming back to university hasn't been exactly a very overwhelming process for me, because since I was teaching, I was always connected with students, and also I was going to university every day, so it doesn't feel very different. But yes, I can understand if it's overwhelming for a lot of people, because getting back to books, getting back to assessments and deadlines can be quite a daunting task. Well, I think London is the center of the student community. There's so much opportunity, so much conversation, so many ideas floating around, and I think it's a great place to be. And the world is watching London in terms of growing as a hotspot for students. Oh yes, I think it would be at the time when I got elected as a student councillor. It was a massive responsibility, but I was also overwhelmed with all the love and support my students from the School of Health Sciences had shown to me. And and I'm happy that I can bring about change, and I can influence the lives of students on campus. For example, at the last student council meeting, I passed two motions. One was for providing more food options at the student cafeterias, offering vegan, halal, and gluten-free options as well. And the second was for the mental well-being of the students, to provide them with an app. So these are little changes which I think will help future students, maybe you if you decide to study at university. I think my favorite module on the course would be innovation, because innovation in healthcare, of course, because it's very futuristic. It helped me think about or brainstorm rather on all the possible solutions to real life problems, and it really broadened my insights on artificial intelligence, virtual reality, all the big things that are the future of healthcare. So I like that about that module. Outside of my course, I'm actually involved in a lot of things. I like to keep myself busy. So one is, like I said, I'm a student counselor, influencing change, speaking to people, understanding their experience at City. Second is that I'm participating in the City Spark competition, which is an entrepreneurship competition. So along with a few friends of mine and co-founders, we've come up with an idea which we're going to pitch to the judges. So that's exciting. I participate in a lot of leadership workshops, like Future Leadership Program at City. I'm also taking part in the Professional Mentoring Program, which is an award-winning program at City, where you get a professional mentor from your field of work, and they help you network and guide you through what are the right steps to head into. All of these things, and apart from that, I take part in a lot of events. I have been doing all these things, and it's quite crazy, but yeah, I like it. I think this course for me has been moving professionally and personally, because it's very synonymous actually for me, because this really helped me reflect on myself as a leader, as a manager. What is my style of leadership? How can I improve my soft skill? How can I improve my persuasion? How do I work with people, collaborate with people? I have done a lot of reflection on that side, and I think that will really help me work when I go to work. It will really help me professionally as well. So yeah, that's been one of my favorite things actually about this course. Well, for the future, to be very honest, I don't have a plan yet. I'm taking career advice from City University, and also I have a professional mentor, like I said, who's helping me figure out what I want to do. And I feel it's absolutely normal to not know what you want to eventually do in life. I think it can be a journey sometimes, and doesn't matter where you are on that journey, you'll eventually be in the right place. So I would say, if you're like me, if you don't know what you're doing, it's fine. Come explore, because when you come to London, there's so much to explore. There's so many things thrown at you, and you just awestruck. You're amazed about how much is happening in the world. So you can be overwhelmed, and you can take your time to choose. That's absolutely fine. But when I do make a decision, I will definitely let you know. I'm watching the innovation space, like I said, very, very closely, because it's something that really interests me. It's quite amazing, all the developments that are happening. Like for example, the NHS, the government of UK invested about 250 million pounds in artificial intelligence in the NHS, which is huge, and I'm sure they've done that because they see potential in it. So I think that's the space that I'm really watching out for. Is a very concise course, so there's a lot packed into one. So you be prepared for a lot of self-studying, a lot of reading. Nothing is going to be spoon-fed to you. You obviously, your teachers, your lecturers are always there to help you, but it's something that you have to really buckle up for. So be prepared to do a lot of reading, and like I said, there's so much that I still have to read. So yeah, absolutely, I would suggest that just get into the habit of reading. Apart from that, I would say that start reading research papers and understanding how to read research literature. And the third thing I would say is keep an open mind, absorb information like a sponge, and it will take you a long, long, long way.